Like the first video, just set my camera and I'm coming around to the seat now. I don't know whether this will be a regular thing. Hopefully not. I'll start cutting it. Welcome to video number 2. At the end of the first video, I mentioned that the next video that I'll create is just what I feel needs to be shared. So I did have 2 other videos that I planned for the next couple of weeks that I'll still end up obviously sharing. But this one I felt was the right time to share this, and it's to do with my goals. So I don't normally share my goals because they're relevant to me and they're just words unless I've actually achieved them. However, in this case, I want to go through this journey with you and show you the progress to achieve them over the next 3 years. So it's a lengthy process, but it's because they are big goals that will take some time. There's going to be a lot of setbacks, and I want to showcase those setbacks to show what it takes to get to these big goals. And like I said, I want you along with that journey so you can follow it. It's going to be obviously good to see it, but ultimately I want to inspire you. And again, like I've always said, I want to lead from the front and show that if you set your mind on something big, it doesn't matter how big it is, you can become obsessed with it and you really want it and you want to achieve it, that you can get it. And this is going to be the first video where I'm miles away from what I'm trying to achieve to ultimately getting that in the end. And rather than just saying in the end, in that final video, I've achieved what I've set out to achieve, that you can just be there for that whole entire journey. I think it's quite exciting, and it's obviously going to push me even further. It gives me a bit more purpose and push to make sure that I keep putting in the work for you guys as well. It's not just about me. Like I've always said, when you're setting targets and it's really just focused on you and where you're wanting to go and what you're wanting to achieve, that you can get in your own head and say it's okay not to do something. Whereas if you put someone else in the way and you're doing it for other people, then you can't stop. When that moment in your head comes and says, just chill out, you can't, because you've got other people relying on you. And that's what I want to do with this video as well, and this setting these targets. So what am I going to do over the next 3 years? And the reason why I mentioned, I've set 3 years, was because I feel like it's a realistic time frame, but also one that's scary in terms of it probably should take longer to get to these goals. But I wanted to do it at a pace that really pushes me hard and puts me under a bit of pressure, and it's going to create challenges. And I've said from the previous video that that's what my life's about: creating these challenges. These setbacks are going to happen, and we're going to have to overcome challenges. And I think if doing it in a shorter time frame, like 3 years, there's going to be a lot of them. And I want to video as much as that as possible. So what are the goals then? So I've got 2 that are going to be big. Number 1 is I want to own my own gym. Something that even before I joined the military was something that I had in my head. And when I joined the military, I was expecting just to go all the way to retirement, leave, and then that's what I was going to do, is obviously become a personal trainer and own a gym. And I'm basically just trying to move that goal forward about 20 years. And obviously I love my fitness. I push myself hard, and I want to be so involved in that as possible and start having my own competitions, coming up with a few ideas, but that'll come down the line once I've got the first one out of the way, which is owning a gym. So I'm going to try and showcase a bit of that journey of how to get there from nothing. Literally I'm in a rented house now, making just a normal wage. Let's see what can happen. And then number 2, again, a lofty one, is own a property large enough that I can host my family for Christmas. So my family is massive. There's like 30 plus of us every single Christmas, and it's been a lifetime goal of mine to host Christmas, as it is probably most of my family, is to do that. And again, it's something that I thought of long term, further down the line, but now I'm going to bring it down a little bit quicker, and let's say for 3 years, let's see how close we can get. And it doesn't necessarily have to be owning the property, but I want to be obviously one that I'm living in, that I can share that with my family. I want to have like obviously a little gym that I could bespoke design. That would be brilliant. A little small holding as well, with growing my own veg, having a few animals and things like that. I think that would be awesome. So these are the targets next 3 years. At the moment, they're just words. I appreciate that, and you might be thinking he's just absolutely chatting rubbish. Is he going to do it? That's the whole point. You can see that these goals are lofty and they're ambitious, and I think if I can achieve them, that'll show you that if you've got something in your mind that you were setting, when you retire, you were going to do something. If you've got a dream to go after, if I can achieve this, I'm hoping that'll show you that you can achieve it as well, because I'm miles away from these goals. I really am. That's why this video had to come at this moment in time rather than further down the line when I'm making progress with it already. So let's share the whole progress. Excited for this journey and to showcase it with you and to share it with you. That's what makes this special. And I'm going to use you guys as my driving force when I wake up in the morning, when I feel like I don't want to get stuff done, just as I do with my own fitness with my clients, that they make sure that I'm at every single session. I'm going to get you guys to make sure that I'm making progress to these goals over the next 3 years. And I'm going to showcase as much as possible. Excited for it. I hope you guys are too. And then on to the next video next.